Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. Heavensward. With me, Tiber. Anyways, I'm here over at Halatali. As you can see, those fellas in the background. They're waiting for me to help do some duel for honor to win fabulous wealth and defeat horrible thief people. And over here is
me, Scythia. Woo. Also known as Space Monkey 92D.
I was just to ask, when did you get a name change?
I got really confused because he took forever and I was like, oh, okay, guess I'm not here then.
Anyways, we just rescued Raban, and now we gotta talk to this dude!
No, it's not Raban, it's Raspberry this time. No? Okay then.
Just read.
General, is the General safe? What news without... That's such a weird saying.
It makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
My lady, the guards have been subdued, as per your command. We have since kept watch of the entrance. There's been no further activity. Spill your vodka.
No, I just spilled the empty Coke cans. Then
I think they were empty! Now no one can trace it back to you!
Then Illibid and his minions have fled via some egress. Scour the perimeter for signs of their passing.
At once, my lady. I kind of like how her neck does this scaled thing. Like she's more dragon than we are.
That music really abruptly cut off. Also, she's not really that more skilled, honestly.
Her neck is like all scaled up.
Yeah,
Scale
so is
covered
mine.
Well, maybe it's just part of your tribe. General Alden, I presume, and the scions of the Seventh Dawn. Yep, that's the right response. For once.
Who are you? Identify yourself.
Pray, do not be alarmed. My mistress is a friend, and I come bearing a message of goodwill. For your own safety, she bade me direct your steps to the Waking Sands. Oh, it's Memori's. Know that Master Olyanga awaits you there, along with others sympathetic to your cause.
Uringer.
There's no ruse, I assure you. General Alden, if you will come with me, I have prepared a carriage to make travel in comfort, safe from prying eyes. Yeah, okay.
So when do I
Oh, he said he's not lying, everyone. We can trust him. Not.
I'll go with you too, I guess, because why not? Yeah.
We'll walk.
Hi there, Alphanol. I was spoken with Uringer via the link peril. He confirms the man's story. Raban is in safe hands. Let us make our way to the Vesper Bay.
Oh, right. The other traitor.
I didn't ever want to see Vesper Bay again.
I didn't want to see Olyanga again. Traitorous whore.
Uringer.
Whatever.
Also,
He doesn't
how is he a
deserve-
traitor? How is he a traitor?
Don't you remember? He was totally meeting with those guys, and he called them like Lord or Teacher or Master or something.
Oh yeah, we didn't actually know that though.
Yep, I know it. Which means the Will of Heidelin knows it.
Well, I guess I don't know it then because I don't follow Heidelin.
Just get on the bird.
What do I follow? It's not Heidelin. Hello?
Follow the Watcher or the Guard or whatever.
I know it's the Warden, but still.
I follow Halone, the Fury.
Because I know I follow the Warden. I follow Azima. Because it was the one that was talking about fire and stuff. What are you doing?
I was looking at the dudes over there, investigating the ruins. I'm faster than you!
I was about to say, how's that? And then I remembered mount speed's a thing. I can't remember how you increase it, but mount speed is a thing.
Free company.
Is it free company?
I think so.
No, I'm not so sure because it's separated by area. Ah, damn it. You're out in the way and it was difficult to click on it.
You get used to it.
No, you don't. You just have to wait. Well, you don't just have to wait, but that's beside the point.
My dearest friends,
maybe he is trustworthy.
praise be unto the 12
whatever.
for delivering you from the clutches of treachery.
Father!
Tiny little son.
Father!
Jump his leg.
My son, and Master Papashan besides.
Papa Shan's good people.
It's
Forgive me,
good
Father.
people.
I should have been at Her Grace's side.
Frodo?
Save your tears. The Sultana yet lives.
Who's this old voice? Oh,
Old? It's not old with the sound of it.
It was I
Cat-faced
who
woman.
arranged this gathering,
It's not Catface.
and judging by your perplexing
she looks cat. Now she doesn't look
it
cat-faced.
would seem introductions are in order. I am Dulala, head of the Order of Noldthor, and member of the Syndicate.
What you said about the Sultana, is it true? Is she alive?
Because I wanted to have sex with her.
Young lady,
Space!
I understand you were with the Sultana when she drank from the poisoned goblet and collapsed. Would I be correct in assuming that you did not personally verify Her Grace's vital signs?
No, we just held her in our arms.
Why ask when 'tis plain you know the answer?
I like how he
Calm
gestured with his
yourself,
stump.
General, and let me finish. The truth is not as you imagine it. You are all victims of a most ingenious ruse. A ruse conceived to eliminate the threat posed by Teleji Adeleji.
What?
Tis my belief that Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination alone, but that Lolorito caught wind of his plot and
okay.
exploited it to his own ends. He sought to manipulate you into eliminating Teleji for him, and you duly obliged. At one fell swoop, he removed his two foremost rivals, all the while remaining above suspicion.
God strike me down for a fool.
Except it made us super
But the
suspicious of him.
Sultana?
Well,
How can it
only
be
us
that she
as
lives?
actual people.
She lives because Lolorito
Oh, joking.
willed it.
Choking on water.
Her own lady-in-waiting is but one of his many little birds. In a sleight of hand, the poison was switched for a less deadly draught before it could reach her mistress's lips.
Some manner of sedative, perchance, of a potency sufficient to induce a slumber like unto death.
Were I to guess, I would say Her Grace is being held somewhere, dreaming dreams of a brighter Uldar, even as we speak.
Oh, Nanamo.
This is about the height it would have to
I'll
be.
never forgive Lolorito for
Space.
his part in this.
I'm sorry.
Though Lolorito's hands are far from clean, they did pluck Her Grace from the jaws of death. That must count for something. And though one may call the man's methods into question, it cannot be denied that he knows the value of stability, to the very gill, like as not. He craves power, 'tis true, but he has no desire to depose the Sultana. I had never taken sides in your feud with the monetarists, but it was not for want of concern for our nation's welfare. Indeed, 'twas out of the desire to see order restored that I furnished your Far Eastern friends with information, and arranged this gathering. I hope you are ready to work, General, for there is much work to be done. Our first priority must be to bring matters back into balance. Lest you forget Her Grace's words, the true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. As for the
Indeed.
more worldly kind
That's
of
it.
wealth, I am content to let Lolorito help himself to whatever Teledji Adeledji left behind. You
Oh,
men
Teledji's the
must
one that
do
got
that
beheaded.
which
Okay.
you alone
Yeah.
can do. Rescue her grace, and take your place at her side once more, for her sake, and that of our nation.
But you'll need a sweet robot arm. Come on, robot gun arm.
It's not going to be a gun arm, I don't think. Maybe like
Gun
a
arms are
shield arm or
cool.
something.
That'd also be cool. Just big arm. Robot arm. It's gotta be a robot arm. We are all in agreement on this.
I had not counted on Prioress Dulala herself appearing in my defense. My suspicions regarding the Sultana have proven more prescient. Okay. Much remains to be done, but in rescuing Raban, we have taken the vital first step towards resolving the matters in Ul'dah. We couldn't have done it without you, sisters. Thank you.
You couldn't. It's true.
Tartru? Yes, General Ruban is now in safe hands? Oh, General Ruban is now in safe hands. What? Another assault? Very well, I shall return at once. Pray, notify the Count of our coming. Sorry, I was about to say court instead. It would seem we face another crisis. The Dravanians are preparing to resume their siege on the Holy See.
Well, time to go kill them.
Though I am loath to abandon the Sultana to her fate, we lack the necessary evidence to act upon Dulala's claims. That being the case, I propose that we leave the Marshal Turpin and Marshal? Oh yeah, Marshal Tarpin. Tarupin and the others to investigate, and return with all haste to Ishgard.
Okay. Let's go where we're needed to kick some ass.
To kick some dragon ass!
But first, I have something to check.
You do?
This might be slightly game-breaking to some people,
Oh.
and blow their minds.
Oh.
Oh, no, never mind, the Solar's empty. Okay.
What?
Well, there's been times I expected to see, like, they were still in phase, and Little Lady was still in there, Little Miss Blondie.
The little lady, Little Miss Blondie.
I can't remember her name, the one who was supposedly in charge
In charge.
of us. The Antecedent.
Oh, right, okay, what's her name again? Give me a second.
She just died recently. What's her name?
She didn't die!
That we know of. It'd be a crime to kill someone so blonde and belly-bearing.
The last vigil top of it.
Yeah.
Minfilia, that's it.
There you go.
See, it only took me about half a year, but I got there.
Oh, eventually, yes. Yes, you did. I was worried the game had frozen for a second.
Ah, there you are. Sorry for cutting your reunion with General Ribena so short.
You're just going to intentionally say that a different way every time now, aren't you?
Yes. I wouldn't have bothered you, but the city's awash with the rumors of another Dravanian attack, and Lord Horshafont was desperate to get a hold of you. Speaking of whom, he and the others are waiting inside, so you'd better head on in.
Oh, show us into the manor. It's not like we can't just open the doors.
Oh, General Ribena. I don't know why that amuses me.
Oh, cutscene. My friend, I thank you for answering our call with such alacrity. As I'm sure you are now aware, the Dravanians are once more gathering for war. Mistresses, Master Levy, I must apologize for this abrupt summons. Oh, that's Count Edmund.
Yep.
Okay. But we thought it best to have Mistress Tartaru contact you by the most direct means available. When the observatorium's bells toll, it is a warning that cannot be ignored. The Holy See has ordered that we make ready for battle. In case you haven't heard, a band of trappers returning to the west claim they saw a cloud of dragons big enough to dim the midday sky. G-Dog's minions gather once more for war. But I would not have you take up arms in another of our conflicts. When first you came to Ishgard, I offered you my protection. If I cannot ensure your safety here, I cannot well accept your aid, much less ask for it. Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you are faced with a choice: to remain in besieged Ishgard, or seek sanctuary elsewhere. I would not presume to influence your decision, but I must ask that you make it swiftly, lest our enemies force your hand. Look, we're gonna let them think they've sieged us, and then we're going to kick their ass.
We could just go there and kill them.
Oh, yeah, we could. But there's just one thing I have to do first.
Oh. Let me guess, turn into a lancer.
I was gonna summon Big Dart's armor, but I guess that won't work.
With Garcimer, yeah. Though we flee to the ends of the world, it would seem that we have no place in this terrible age to free strife. As free as strife. Once more the Horde descends upon Ishgard, and once more her weary defenders must take up the sword and bow, and gun,
Spear.
and cannon, and
spear.
wall, and magical
Yeah, the spear.
defenses, and two-handed
Spear.
sword.
I gotta say spear.
Nope. The Count would have us seek shelter from the storm, but I, for one, grow tired of running. If we are to shine the light of the dawn, we must do so in the sight of fellow men, not hunkered in a hole. What do you say, Sisters of the Sigh? I would stay and fight.
I would stay and fight!
Then fight we shall. Let it never be said that we abandoned our allies in their hour of need.
We do have to work for it. Complete the quest.
The choice we make this day may have grave implications on our order. It is only right that Tartarus should have a say. Come, let us meet outside and discuss our path that lies beyond.
Fine.
We could just discuss it here, seeing as how we discussed the Asian threat right next to someone we don't know.
That scared the mouse when you did that.
Alright.
Yeah, she heard that. She's gotten comfortable enough with my desk to sit on it now.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep. Hey,
Ishgard cannot well endure another
buddy.
assault. Even should her
I've got a
knights succeed
question
in
for
turning back
you.
the Horde, the casualties will be catastrophic.
Why the hell are your people still attacking us? You gotta, now you're just gonna fly up, fine.
But Garcimer doesn't have to answer to you.
Yes, if he doesn't want me to strangle him.
Also, it's not Midgarcimer's horde, it's the horde of Nidhogg.
I don't know.
Tell me when you click for catastrophe.
Hi! What?
Tell me when you click for catastrophe.
Oh, with certain noble exceptions, have you seen that?
Nope.
Okay.
But what other choice do we have? It's not like we can talk it over with them. Dragons and men aren't exactly on speaking terms.
I'm ahead of you then.
Yep.
With certain
I really do like Titaru's new voice.
Okay, notable exceptions? Yeah, you said?
Yeah.
Right, 3, 2, 1, click. My finger smells funny.
God
You
damn it,
don't
Space.
mean Ice Heart?
When last you spoke with her, she lamented her crimes, did she not? Then there remains a sliver of hope.
If there is to be a meeting,
Huh?
I would accompany you.
I skipped.
Yay! Hey, Estinian!
Estinian.
Even with your intermediary, Nidhogg's blood rage may render him deaf to reason. However, the mere attempt may afford our
have you been?
forces precious time to prepare. Of course, you might also consider a more direct approach to ending this conflict. With the power of the Eye at my disposal, and the vaunted strength of the Warrior of Light, we could conceivably slay the beast outright.
That's
If we are
quite
to risk a
feat,
face-to-face meeting with the Dread Worm, I for one would feel safer in the company of the Azure Dragoon. However, I should only turn to your lance if my words failed to find their mark. Is that clear?
Perfectly. I shall assume that Isart enjoys similar diplomatic protection until instructed otherwise. A word of advice. Think carefully before divulging the particulars of this plan to Sir Emmerich. 'Twould not do to have the Lord Commander accused of consorting with heretics.
Indeed.
I haven't seen you since I
thank
kicked
you
your
for
ass.
counsel, Estinian. We shall be honored to have you with us.
You should be.
I am glad to be of service.
Would have been nice if there was some "You've completed the Dragoon storyline" audio there.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do much of that though when it's speaking. We have chosen a difficult road. Yet, even should we succeed in winning Iceheart to our cause, our plans for parity will swiftly come to naught should the Holy See decide to strike first against the Horde. We must petition the Lord Commander's aid ere we set forth. I only hope that Sir Emmerich will be willing to muzzle Ishgard's forces in the strength of our vague assurances.
I wouldn't say muzzle.
Well, still. Tartru, I would ask you to remain at Fort Hemp's Manor and affirm the count of our decision. Tell him that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn meant to do all in their power to ensure that Ishgard and her people survive. Yes, sir! Congregation of the Knights Most Heavenly, what? The Forgotten Knight, okay. The Congregation of the Knights Most Heavenly, wait, what? Where's that? I've never been there yet.
Where'd you say it was?
In the Congregation of the Knights Most Heavenly. Forgotten Knight. Yep, within the Congregation of our Knights Most Heavenly. That's like the longest word ever. To script what I meant to say.
There it is.
Excuse me, just coughing. What the hell is that weapon?
What weapon?
The one that Samurai's got. It's kinda cool.
I'd say it's a katana.
Who would have thought that a samurai had a katana? It's a high steel tachi with the Ironworks Magitech samurai blade. Look.
I was gonna say Ironworks. You would speak with the Lord Commander. Try make it quick. No.
I want the defenses of the outer ward rechecked. See to it that the ballistas are in good repair and supplied with enough ammunition for a prolonged siege.
At once, my lord.
Ah, 'twould seem I have visitors, and unlike those amassing beyond our walls,
Aye, sexy night
these
lady.
ones are welcome.
Pray forgive us for interrupting you in the midst of your preparations, Sir Emmerich, but our suit concerns the impending assault. To speak plain, we believe there is a chance the invasion might be halted before it even begins. I can divulge little more at this time, but I must nevertheless request that you advise the Holy See to refrain from launching any preemptive sorties whilst we seek to put our plans in motion.
I will gladly lend my support to any endeavor that could spare the blood of my countrymen, but I would know more of the cause you would have me champion. Will you not share aught of this mysterious undertaking?
Know that I have offered my lance to aid in this endeavor. I cannot claim that its success is assured, but our actions should serve to delay Nidhogg's advance at the very least. Which is more than can be said for the ill-conceived counterattack advocated by the sea's more vocal crusaders. They offer glorious death, but
well, that's a
little
nice
hope of
vague way of
victory.
saying, yeah, we're doing it. I'm backing them.
Aye. Their proposal does not inspire confidence. Our resources should rightly be spent shoring up the city's defenses. The Azure Dragoon and the...
But I remind you that the Warrior of Light is also an Azure Dragoon.
No, I'm not. Damn it. Clark. I'm trying to, like, pour tea.
I must admit, the mere thought of it does much to dispel my misgivings. Go then. Carry out your plan. I shall do what I can for you
I
within
like
the Holy
his
See.
armor.
Which ones? Sir Emmerich's?
Everyone's.
Yay. You like Alphinode's armor.
It might be better on the floor. I mean, what?
Might be better on the floor.
Just sitting here in the Holy See with Midgard's armor. Yeah.
With Garcimer. Gotta run it together a bit.
Good God, so much.
Ugh. Having secured Lord Emmerich's support, we may proceed without fear of preemptive Ishgardian attack. No, we don't necessarily have that. But anyway, which is not to say that we can afford to dither.
Or dally.
Does it say dally instead? No, it said dither. Oh, excuse me, my throat's getting a bit
No, we can't dither or dally.
But maybe we can dilly-dally. Anyway. History tells us that the Dravanians will attack as soon as the horde reaches a critical size. Before that happens, we must needs track down and win over Lady Iceheart, and then locate and parley with Nidhogg. In short, time is against us. If you're ready, Istinian, let us begin. Also, just saying, but you just said that inside of the Holy See place, the Knights of the Holy See place.
Don't you remember, Space? Nobody eavesdrops. Oh, this looks poor.
Yep.
Such commotion.
Yes, Your Eminence. The bells of the Observatorium warn of our enemy's approach.
So, the dragons are coming.
That's why it's so white in these
Let
maps.
them come, in their hundreds and their thousands. With the divine blade in our hands, we shall rend their flesh and drown the heretics in their master's blood. Even Nidhogg and his foul brood shall be powerless to resist us. And when we have rid the world of their pestilence, we shall turn our attention to our Ascian allies. See that they are suitably rewarded for their invaluable assistance.
He's very open about talking about the
If I may,
treachery
Your Eminence,
against
the
Ascian.
Paragons wield powers strange and unknowable. Can we be certain?
I like
they'll see
Zephyrin. I hope he
deception?
doesn't die.
We can be certain of naught save the righteousness of our cause. If you would be a true leader of men, you must possess conviction as well as caution. We seek to excise the root of an evil that has blighted us for 1,000 years. The risk is worth the reward.
You have a silly hat. I don't trust you again.
And
You
what of
really
Justinian
flip-flop a lot.
and this warrior of light? They have plans of their own.
Leave them to their purpose. We must each play the role we have been given. You and your chosen brothers most of all.
They're gonna summon Alexander.
The Great?
For the glory of King Thorin.
Alexander is
Zeph?
Alexander.
Anyway, Alexander is...
Hold on, there's speaking happening. Alexander is typically the summon in Final Fantasy that utilizes holy damage. He's a giant fuck-off castle.
In other words,
In
go,
Final-
holy crap! When you see him.
Pretty much. Hey, we're getting a wind up Elphanot. In Final Fantasy IX, he was legitimately the castle of Alexandria. And he has a big fuck-off sword in him.
Oh,
So.
sugar.
What you do?
It's 31 minutes, but I've already started the conversation.
Before we set forth, we must needs inform
No, I
Tartaru
know,
of our
I
plans.
know, I know. Before we set forth, we must needs inform Tartaru of our plans.
No. The knowledge will await you at Saint Renette's Forum. Tell your friend we may be some time. The road you have chosen is neither short nor easy.
Well, it has to be short, but anyway, that's beside the point. If that's, of that I need no reminding. Come, sisters, let us head to Fort Hemp's Manor.
I'm your guard's armor.
Midgarsomer. It's just...
Space.
It's better, yeah?
You were inside me again.
I noticed. But anyway, we'll leave it there. So until next time, all the best, and...
Good night, everybody.